All right, the slope of an increasing line is always going to be positive, so line going up. The slope of a decreasing line will always be negative, always going down. The slope of a horizontal line, all right, we said that slope is 0. And if it is vertical, that is where we said the slope is undefined. So going back to y equals -7, and not that, x equals -10, at the very beginning there, we graph those out. Anytime I see y equals no x, I always remember that is, again, horizontal. And that gets me a slope of, again, 0. If I see x equals, that's a vertical line, not a stellar one. And that gets me a slope that is always then undefined. And the reason why it's undefined is on x equals, say, -10. Give me 1 second here. I can show you just a little bit. Again, you're questioning why that's the case. All right. So if I were to say, come on. Okay. There's my origin. So the reason why we say it's undefined, okay, this is the equation x equals 1. To go from point to point, there is no run, all right? So what I mean by that is we go down, say, -1, but I don't have to run left or right. And anytime we divide by 0, we say that is undefined. All right, let's finish this thing off. The negative reciprocal, or opposite reciprocal of -2 is change the sign and flip it. 4/3 is -3/4. And 0, all right, kind of the tricky one here. It's always over 1. And 1 over 0, change the sign. -1 over 0. So change the sign and flip it. And as I just said just a second ago, right down here, can't divide by 0, so that is undefined. Okay, 16, the slope of A is -2. So let me give myself some room there. So think about a slope that is -2 for line A. So -2 looks something like that. Line A is parallel to line B. Okay, so parallel we know means the same slope. So this is -2. That means B's slope's got to be the same, which is also going to be -2. All right, last one there, 17. All right, on 17 here, we start off with the slope of line A is 3/2. 3/2 is positive, so it's going up. So that's 3/2. Now A is going to be perpendicular to B. So if A is like that, B has to look like that. And because it's perpendicular, change the sign and flip it. So -2/3. And then finally, line B is also parallel to line C. So if B is in that situation, C is in that situation, B and C are the same because it is parallel. So C is going to be -2/3. All right, let me upload